You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Oh, glad he was wearing pants for that.
Has anyone checked on Wilford Brimley in a while?
I got a fucking job. Fucking sucked.
Your house begins to smell like steamy McDonald's. A half mule, half kangaroo who kissed everyone in sight. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 391. I'm your host, as always, John_Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt.
I'll eat your ass.
Hag.
You got that in right away.
TJ
couldn't
Bright
wait.
answers May.
Spankies.
Fuck, we're all here.
So how's it going? TJ, what happened with you? You went through some things. You said come on. Let's hear the story.
I went to the
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 Is that hopping place right now? Everybody's going to the
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Clooney, you know, and all the other stars of ER.
Wow, George Clooney was like the first 4 seasons and then gone.
Oh fuck.
That's a real.
That's all I watched. I only followed George Clooney's career.
Yeah, when Clooney's out, I'm out.
It was like Roseanne, ER.
So my broken tooth got infected again, but that day it wasn't painful. It's just that, it got infected, but I feel the swelling here. But except for the swelling had now overtaken all of my left cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I should take care of this. It's quite uncomfortable.
Mm.
I've been taking antibiotics for about 4 days now. The swelling is now more localized. There's a little hard spot of whatever was killing me. It's not been leaking, so I don't have to call 911 yet. But now I'm getting pain and weird tastes in my mouth.
Mm.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
Did you have your wisdom teeth out?
No.
Okay, because I was going to ask you to compare it to that. Like, is it just like constant pain, or is it like a dull ache kind of thing?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, probably if you touch it, it's like a sharp stabbing.
How does it feel, TJ, to have an illness that would have killed you if it was 400 years ago, but you just went to a guy and they were like, take these little things, then you'll be fine?
I am jealous of 400 years ago.
That's
Darwinism. I should have.
You know what the worst thing is that my wife and I have been watching VCR Party Live, which is a YouTube show that the Nick Pruer and Joe, what's his name?
Joe Found Footage.
Yeah, the Found Footage Festival guys.
Mr. Found
It's hilarious, amazing. They do a weekly show where they kind of watch clips, deep cuts. So they're like, 20,000 VHS tape collection they're going through. But I forgot where I was going with this story.
Something about old-timey medicine.
Ah, yes. Wait, no. Mm-mm.
Were you going to talk about the wound care video? Because that's awesome.
No.
Okay,
My God. I completely lost my train of thought on that one. It left the station. This is what... No! Wait.
No.
Yes.
Wait.
So my wife and I were watching...
My wife.
Thank you.
My wife.
My wife and I were watching...
My
wife.
Thank you. Come on.
We can't do it. We're not fucking dancing monkeys, John.
Speak for yourself.
So we were watching the old episodes
Who
of
was?
that because they do a weekly show. We never really watched them all. We've watched a few. And so we're like 40 in out of like the 120 they've done. And it's like this amazing ability to like see into 2018 and 2019 when they were doing these shows. They're like, man, remember that? Remember when like the world wasn't a nightmare?
Yeah.
And it was just like I could go outside and go to like a grocery store and not think I'm going to die a week later because I coughed once.
Every once in a while, I'll text my girlfriend something like, "Do you remember bars? I miss bars."
Yeah. It's like, do you remember going to a movie?
Oh man.
Remember going to like Target to get like look at like different like light bulbs and things that you could use in your house or like lighting fixtures?
No, because I don't live in a house. Live in an apartment, John.
You could change the light bulbs in your apartment.
Check your
Why
house
would I
for
do
luck,
that?
John.
They're just gonna make me pay for them.
No, what you do is you buy a bunch of shitty ones for like nothing, and then get them. This is what I did at our old apartment.
Yeah.
Because
John,
I
I'm
replaced
so
them all
far
with
ahead of
nice
you.
ones.
Yeah, no, you get a bunch of like nice LEDs so that you save
Yeah,
money, and then you put
Yeah.
shitty ones in when you move out.
That's exactly what I did. I did
Yeah.
the same thing. I put a really nice shower head in, and then I
Yeah.
took that one
And
with
John
me
used
and
it
put
for
shitty, like,
showering.
$2 one off Amazon in there. So I'm like, this is bullshit. Like I put bought a nice toilet seat, took that shit off. You get.
I
some
thought
shit.
you were supposed to use the paper, not the seat, to take the.
Yeah, John just
Yeah.
rips off the toilet seat and wipes his ass with it.
That's,
It's a
I'm
really
big guy.
expensive habit. But
Yeah.
you know what?
I mean,
It's corona proof.
it gets the job done.
There's no
don't
run
have
on
to worry about
toilet
it.
seats right now.
Dude, is there still run on toilet paper? Is anyone-
No.
I'm
Like-
still in stock.
Yeah,
I mean, I bought,
a
like,
bunch of the
a
major companies like really pushed out a bunch of shit fast. Pushed out a bunch of shit fast. Because, well, at least like at the
Sounds
stores
like me
I go
after my
to,
Taco
there's a bunch
Bell.
of stuff where
Yeah.
Charmin was just like, fucking, just skip the labeling, just slap a sticker on it. It's fine.
Yeah. They I mean, like, I bought, like, just through Amazon Prime, like, just my normal, like, Prime pantry, getting house supplies thing, I just bought, like, 2 packs of toilet paper just to replenish right before it all hit the fan. And I was like, well, I'm glad I did that. I don't even have to worry about it.
Yep.
But I don't think anyone had to worry about it because it's ridiculous. Like, also, your neighbors would probably let you borrow a roll.
Well, there's 2 things with that. Number one, since a lot of people aren't going to a work, they're not shitting at work. There's been a lot more.
That's true. A
personal
lot
use
more
toilet
home
paper
poops.
purchased, personal paper purchased instead of corporate paper purchased.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
know
go
what-
into my work and just steal a bunch of rolls out of the janitor closet.
But my wife works at Target,
My
My
wife.
My wife.
and her job lately has been stand outside the store, and if someone doesn't have a mask, say you can't come in.
Oh, nice.
Why do people fucking? Oh my god! Seriously, wear a fucking mask. It's you have a bandana, you have a t-shirt, put it over your fucking mouth. You goddamn insane people.
No,
But-
my rights, John. Why are you trying to make me communist by putting a mask on me?
Yeah, but what about my lefts?
Yeah. What about my lefts?
But yeah.
Anyway,
Now, guys, remember. Well, John would know because I think John has met my wife.
my wife.
wife.
This is gonna get really old.
I know. She is.
you guys did it.
5 foot.
You guys could just stop being married and it wouldn't come up anymore.
Oh, but I'd say my ex-wife.
My
Yeah, but that's different. That's like my ex-wife.
This is
Chili
why I got that
ass.
J-Date. This is why you guys have forced me to get that J-Date profile set up.
But yeah, she's a 5 foot nothing.
Yeah,
Like
she's
skinny
very
little-
tiny.
Yeah. She's the least intimidating person to put in front of a store saying, "Sorry, sir, you can't come in."
Too bad
It's the
she
way
doesn't
she
work
talks,
at
too.
Walmart. I heard they give you an AR-15 for that job.
Oh, nice.
Waka waka. Guns.
That's a really good joke, Matt.
It was a
Are
good
you
joke.
Do you write for Stephen Colbert's Late Night?
Hey, hold on.
He's been legitimately calling himself Stephen Colbert again.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey-o,
That's
toilet
my rim
paper.
shot.
My rim job. All right, so moving on.
The busty.
Oh,
I'll eat your ass.
So something's happening tomorrow that I wanted to ignore.
okay, what's that? Oh, it's your birthday.
Fuck.
Oh,
CJ,
happy
you're turning
birthday! Happy
36.
birthday to
To
TJ.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I've never seen
dear
anyone that hates
TJ.
birthdays more than TJ.
Yeah, I despise it.
Happy birthday to you.
There is one good thing.
How old
He's gonna
are
keep going,
you?
I guess.
There is
How
one good thing about becoming 36.
old are you? Oh, TJ, I don't
Just
know the
he'll get
rest of the
tired.
words.
I get tired.
How
I'm gonna take a nap.
old are you?
So, I'm
TJ,
turning
what's the
36.
good thing about turning 36?
is that not only, well, at least for me, not only am I, quote, a fucking square, but my age is square too.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's hip to
But
be.
you can still
I've
say
heard
you're
it's
in your
hip to be a square.
mid-30s. At that.
Goldfish in the chat says 1 year closer to death, which I feel like is a sentiment that you would feel.
Oh yeah,
You would agree with.
This is the last year that I can
Holy
say I'm
fuck.
in my early 30s.
No, it's because early is 100% subjective.
But like once you get to 35, it's not really early anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't
don't
know.
know.
Is 34 early? Is that mid 30s? I think
You could get away with early. You should say mid 30s.
Yeah.
But you could get away
Regardless.
with early.
You can.
At 34, I was already like, if I hit my next birthday, I've failed because I failed to not survive the year.
Jesus
but
year.
You have to
I
pick
got
up
one of my
more
presents.
dangerous habits. Have you tried
I got a-
cocaine?
TJ,
got a
start
present.
smoking.
I should.
Please don't.
Start smoking in the midst of the corona thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I feel like I want to just go outside and just smoke it and say fuck it all.
I got
Ruin
one of my
me.
presents. Would you
What
like
is
to
it?
see?
Yeah. Oh, glad he was wearing pants for that.
Rodrigo, it's too fucking hot for you to sit on my lap.
Would you rather I not? I can remove
Cat
that.
cam. Aw,
All right, here we go. Here's my pants.
that's Rodrigo.
That is Rodrigo. He's a very.
I know,
proper-
I can tell.
Well, TJ took his pants off.
He
And-
was wearing something.
I'm
Those are
getting
my
an
favorite.
email from Twitch, and we are now off the air. So
All right.
Nice.
Mike, it's cat
apparently
cam time.
I got shoes from my wife,
my
My wife.
which is probably her telling me she's probably kicking me out with these shoes.
Oh, that's
She's-
a really coded
These
message.
shoes were made for walking, and that's just what you'll do. And keep
Yeah, there
keep
was
it-
ass crack in that. Thank you, Goldfish.
Oh, I didn't even see. Dang. I'll have to get
Good.
Matt, clip that. Somebody clip that.
Quick clip.
Dude, that was TJ's bussy.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
fuck.
Okay, what is this
Don't
bussy
laugh.
thing you keep mentioning?
Okay, so bussy is
Claude Debussy. King
Yeah.
of the Bussy.
Okay.
bussy
I'll
is
say
butt. It's butt pussy.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
boy pussy.
And I don't remember how it got brought up. I'm pretty sure John and I were playing World of Warcraft.
We just started saying Bussy.
bussy.
So
We
I don't
call it
remember
really bussy.
exactly what, but basically I like to say that word because it frequently has the red bee emoji for the bee.
Okay.
And I really like the red bee emoji because like I always imagine myself when I say like to try and emphasize the red bee, like my cheeks like bussy. Like that's how I say that.
Fun to say.
It's boneless.
Yeah.
Bossy.
Yeah.
So that's why I started saying bus.
Yeah, we got
and-
way into it.
Yeah, we got pretty we got pretty deep into the bussy and we are having trouble getting
I'm gonna
out
fix that.
at this point.
So the other thing I want to mention about that is that we did find that the website URL thebussy.org is available. So
I don't know if I'm going to get the bussy.org.
I don't think you should.
Can
No,
we
If
do
it
like
was
a
a
parody
download,
song of
Let me
Bossy,
tell you
but
something.
with
Here-
Bussy?
here is a website that is available for me to purchase. Bussy.horse. I could purchase Bussy.horse.
Bussy.horse.
That is perfect. We'll have to figure out why Nightbot did that. I don't know why, but I'll have to fix the setting.
What did Nightbot do?
It timed out our chatter. I don't know.
Oh, good.
Timed out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
Nightbot,
job.
that's what we want on this fucking show.
Well,
People
no,
not
what's
participating.
What happened was our viewer clipped the Twitch thing of TJ's
Oh,
butt
yeah.
and tried to post the clip to Twitch.
And it banned him.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
like links?
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
gotta turn that off somehow.
Yeah, what the hell? He did it. He did what we
uh,
asked, and all we did was ban.
We are not respecting that bus.
Oh, yeah, here, let's do this. Let's whitelist the Twitch domain, and that should fix it. Technology. Hey, listen, Goldfish won just for that.
I'll eat your ass.
All right. So you guys want to talk about the Rona real quick and get it over with?
Yeah, let's get Rona over with.
Let's get the Rona over with. So
What?
I'm just gonna continue to wait until Matt plays the music cue
Oh, fine.
because you've always been.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, so a bunch of middle-aged white guys with buzz haircuts took their AK-47s and stood in front of an Applebee's and yelled because they couldn't go into an Applebee's bar. Is what's happened now.
Okay, first off, let Applebee's die. If you go to Applebee's, I'm cool with you being no longer.
Dude, I was on a work trip, right? And I was like, where? Because when you're ever on a work trip and you're alone in a new place, and you're got your hotel, and you're like, man, I gotta go eat something, and I've done it. It's super awkward to sit alone in a restaurant eating by yourself because you're super self-conscious that everybody else is seeing you eating alone. Even though if you're in a businessy area, lots of people are doing that. And it's just I gotta have my phone out so I look like I'm doing something while I'm eating, so I'm not just staring into the nothingness while I eat. Or you just get it to go and take it up to your room. But I was like, I need to get something to go, and I don't feel like doing fast food, so I got Applebee's Carside to go the last time I was on a work trip for probably ever, because nobody's allowed to leave anywhere anymore, so I won't get to do that. But I got their popcorn shrimp, and it was adequate.
Now, that's shrimp and popcorn, I assume, because it's Applebee's.
Yep. I thought it was pretty good. But I also was just starving, and it was good.
Whenever I hear of Applebee's, I always just assume that it's all apple-based products, because it's been forever since I've been to one. Fried apple slices with butter and sugar. What's that?
That's Cracker Barrel.
Oh, yeah.
So
you can get some good-ass catfish at Cracker Barrel, too.
Yeah. So I don't know, I don't want to, I don't really have any serious Rona updates, science-wise, other than the fact that...
Well, that's the end of our Rona update.
Well, no, I'm going to say a couple things.
Oh.
Just that the nationwide new cases per day are pretty much plateauing, if not on a slight increase, so the social distancing measures have worked quite well in slowing it down, but...
What's the word on testing? Is that is it possible that's an artificial plateau because we're just not testing enough, or do we?
That is possible, but I think that statistically they would say that we're testing the same as we were back, at the start of April and the end of April. The amount of cases per day is not really rising. So, but that kind of goes to show you that even with the social distancing, people are still getting sick. It's just different people now. It's people in grocery stores and whatnot getting sick, and then you have assholes without masks going up there and yelling about how they need to be able to have the freedom to go infect other people, and it's just a nightmare. And also
freedom over fear.
I mean, I did see a sign that said "Arbeit macht frei," which is "the work will set you free," which is also what was written on Auschwitz. Okay. I don't think that's a phrase that you want to co-opt as part of your protests.
I saw one that said "Let my people go" at -LF, so it was "Let my people golf." So
yeah, I saw that.
Anyway, it's just bullshit. I mean, I mean, someone posted this and it was amazing, and they said the anti-social distancing bullshit protests are basically, remember the movie Independence Day?
Yes.
And all those people that went onto the giant building
and
were yay, aliens! And then they all got blown up. That's these people. That's the people that would be in that movie. Who'd be dumb enough to do something like that in that movie? You're like, oh, wait, actually, never mind.
It's going to be really wild if there's the protest started maybe a week ago, I think. So we've got another week to go before we see possible like resurgences in these states. If there's like, I don't know, these people probably gather somewhere. If there's like a huge outbreak and some like gun meeting, which I'm assuming is this thing, that's gonna be fucking weird.
And the craziest thing to me is that these protesters, the age group of these protesters, are the highest risk people.
Oh,
They're over 50, over 60, not in shape. Like looking at Madison, Wisconsin, which is where we live, some of us.
All the important ones.
They just posted their actual they put up a lot of real big graphs about the various cases, and looking at the hospitalization rate, there's 3 people under the age of 50 that have been hospitalized in Dane County. It's and there's 1 person who's died under 50. Out of the 20 people that have died and the 120 people hospitalized, it is really dangerous if you're older to get this. You are going to get sick as fuck, and even if you're our age, you could get sick as fuck and be in trouble.
That's a crazy thing that I've noticed too. Like whenever I go to the grocery store, if there's somebody that's not wearing any mask or anything, it's like a 70-year-old dude. It's always a dude, and it's always like 70.
And I think part of it is just this. I mean, it's not necessarily just Trumpism. I mean, it's something that's been happening with people of an age. It's just that it's like an expert syndrome where people think that they know more than everybody else, and people say millennials got participation trophies and we all think that we're special and the best, but somehow we're the ones listening to orders and not thinking we know.
Hey, look,
more
we're not the ones
doctors.
that called ourselves the greatest generation, you fucking dick big. But
we are the greatest generation.
Fuck, what was I going to say? Never mind, moving on. How's the drugs?
No. Yeah, okay. So remdesivir was in a clinical trial, and it got to the point in the clinical trial where, they moved the goalposts a little bit, and I've seen some articles talking about this. Basically, they had a trial of this drug with 1,200 people, and they were testing outcomes. The 2 outcomes are fatality rate and mean time days to recovery. And they had a double-blind placebo trial, the best clinical trial you can get. And they have a rule when they do clinical trials during emergencies like this saying, if they ethically find that the treatment is working when they get to a halfway point where they can prove statistical significance, they have to give the drug to everyone because they don't want people to continue being sick when they have something. And that's what happened with remdesivir, is that they got to the point of the study where they found the mean time to recovery without the drug was 15 days, and with it was 13, which was statistically significant. The fatality difference was 13% without, 8% with, which wasn't statistically significant. But the p-value of that was 0.059, and to be statistically significant, it needs to be 0.05. Very close. And they said possibly if they would have been able to continue the study and get more data of people enrolled, it could have changed to be statistically significant, quite probably. So, but let's talk about that. The difference, it's not a miracle cure.
Yes,
this is something that is a good way to put it. Doctor will say is this is another piece of in our treatment toolbox. It's something we can give people that we know works, but it's in no way let's open up the country. We've got a cure. It is we can possibly save the sickest people. And the other terrifying thing is the fact that it is the blood clots are now. It seems to not be a lung disease. The coronavirus is a ACE2 disease, which also happens to deal with the blood vessels. It attacks your blood vessels as well as your lungs. It's just it enters the body through the lungs, and then it gets into your blood vessels through the lungs.
And it just happens to be a bunch of really sweet, juicy, exposed blood vessels in the lungs.
Exactly, in the alveoli. Yes, this is how it gets in there, and it can cause a lot of clotting problems. Not with everyone, so that's why older people with hypertension, diabetes, and people that already have a lot of blood clotting issues are predisposed to that. Have the blood clotting problems. The other thing is, I could go into so much detail about this because I've been watching so many like medical lectures about this because I've gotten way into it.
Okay, but you're going to have to dumb it down for us non-sciences.
So basically, the way the virus works is that it takes over. So you have ACE2, which is like a little binding site on cells and things, and this virus sticks into that binding site instead of what normally in your body would, which is angiotensin converting enzymes, which basically rid your body of like bad stuff, like oxidative particles. So like that's like causes inflammation and things, and basically so this virus is taking away your body's ability to remove like bad oxidative particles from your body. So it just makes you sick.
Okay.
And then in older people, that really fucks you up because it'll fuck your organs up.
So
whereas
you're
younger
saying
people,
the cure is,
you can bounce back.
The cure is like blueberries and dark chocolate.
No, I mean, those are antioxidants, yes. And having a diet strong in those is good, but taking a high dose of that's not going to fix you. It's more about the people who's like diabetes, who have like long-term problems with their whole, renal system. They just won't be able to deal with it as well.
Has anyone checked on Wilford Brimley in a while?
I hope he's in a bunker safe somewhere.
Honestly, I thought he was already dead.
No, he's alive.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too. If you have type 2 diabetes and you have it under control, you're good. Like
Wilford Brimley was an actor in a film named The China Syndrome. Just so you know.
Fuck.
The Matrix.
Where's the sound? God damn it. Where's the sound? Oh, there it is.
Okay. We broke the simulation. So anyway, that's it. The other thing I wanted to talk about is what are you guys doing? How's your daily routines changed?
Okay.
I started a new thing.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you guys new things that you have done.
Yeah.
So new things that you've started trying or doing because of the coronavirus.
Bussy.
I was going to say bussy is
lots of
definitely
bussy.
a top one. Lots of bussy.
Lots of
Bussy's
eating ass. A lot of letting Alex Jones eat my ass.
Yeah, that keeps your immune system good.
Yeah.
All the ass eating.
The new thing that I've tried. So I have a pretty bad. I don't know about bad, but I have an overbite. And I grind my teeth really badly, and the medication I take makes me have ticks and things.
Okay.
I'll like twitch my leg or whatever. And grinding my teeth is my biggest thing. So a lot of times I was still grinding my teeth back and forth, and that's bad because it'll fuck up your TMJ and all this stuff. And it's already to where if I want to open my mouth all the way, right at the very end, it goes and takes a little hard turn before it gets back into it. But it's not painful yet. So I'm you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a mouth guard to wear to sleep. So the very first time last night, I got the mouth guard in from Amazon, and I've done this before when I played sports in elementary school, but basically you drop it in boiling water and you buy it.
So you just got a straight up sports mouth guard?
No, it's for sleeping.
Oh, okay.
But it really, they're just soft plastic things. As far as I know, they're the same kind of plastic as you would get in a sports mouth guard, maybe soft. So last night was the first night I slept with that thing, and I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I wasn't in pain from it, but I thought I probably woke up early because of I was like, oh, I need to spit this out or something. But I wasn't tired really when I woke up, so that was kind of weird. So I've been that's one reason why I took a nap today. I don't typically take naps. And the weird thing is that already it has altered where my teeth want to be. I also wore the mouth guard when I took a nap. So I almost don't have a overbite whenever I smile now. So that's weird for me because like I've always had an overbite like my whole life, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But like not the fangy teeth, but the ones like in between your front teeth and the fang and the incisors. I don't know what those are called. The ones in between those. The fang sizers. But the ones in between the incisors and the front teeth, on the top and bottom now rest on like each other, and I've never had that sensation. Fucking weird.
So like every time you close your mouth, it's just like, this is fucking weird.
Like I've got different teeth touching each other. But what's weird is my back teeth don't touch each other when I smile anymore. So if I go to chew, I gotta like pull my jaw back so that my teeth touch each other again. So I think I'm just beginning to adjust to that, and it's a really weird sensation.
Yeah.
I also had a fucking terrible migraine today, and it happened whenever I got it whenever me and John were playing World of Warcraft raiding in Nile.
So I think I know what caused that, and it's not World of Warcraft.
You don't think it was?
I think it's John. I think
John.
Well,
migraines. What? What's going on, guys?
No, nothing's happening. Anyway,
you know what's really funny about that? I guess I'll get personal here about my life. But I don't know, have I talked about on the podcast that I am now part of the Prozac Nation?
I don't remember if this specifically came up.
I don't think I actually talked about this. We talked about
sometimes
it
I get confused what we talk about, like in person life and on the podcast.
Well, now especially because the only time we can ever talk to each other is via the internet like this. So
yes, like hey, this is our Discord hangout. Is this friend hangout or podcast hangout? Yeah.
So I started taking SSRIs earlier in the year, which is a great time. Great time to have it. I've had anxiety issues my whole life, and actually like think about this back in like when I was in high school and shit. Like there was stuff that happened. Like I went on like a scouting hiking trip thing, and I like got super sick, with like altitude sickness and stuff. And I was like, oh, I was just homesick or that. And I realized I was having panic attacks. Like that's definitely what that was when I was like 15. And I've been having them for a long time. And it's unfortunate because it was about 10 years since I've had the last bad ones. And then all of a sudden this year started right before COVID. So just got it in under the wire, got them in there. So I'm sure if I wouldn't have started before, it would have happened after. But I started taking SSRIs, and I wanted to bring this up because you talk about, grinding your teeth. I have the opposite problem. So I have obstructive sleep apnea, and so I wear my sexy nose mask. What is it? The Simpsons quote? It's the sexual tent that gives me magical sexual powers. Or
the oxygen tent. Yeah,
the oxygen tent. Yeah, that's what I sleep in. So no. But my mouth hangs wide open when I sleep, and I'm a drooler and everything. So I'm like, oh. And so
like
when I have, exactly. When I have the mask on, it's in my nose only, because I don't have the full face one because I have a beard, and also I'm terrified of the full face one because if the power went out, that's a problem that can happen. So,
but the full face one makes you look like a fighter pilot. You could pretend you're in an X-wing.
But so I just have a little nose cone thing, and it's comfortable enough that I don't even notice it anymore. And I wear it every night, and it's amazing. It's made me so much like better. Like I feel so much more awake all the time, and it's amazing. I've also haven't had coffee in like 2 months now because of my anxiety, and caffeine's a trigger for me. So I had to stop. Hopefully I can go back on it. We'll try, hopefully. The opposite problem, wide open. But one of the side effects of SSRIs is jaw clenching. And so I feel like with my wide open ass mouth and the side effect of jaw clenching, I'm now normal.
It's just even
like I wake up, I don't have like a bone dry mouth. I don't have like, pain in my jaw from clenching or anything. It's like I'm just normal now.
It's just like dumping the salt in the fresh water and
probably the worst
tank.
part about being on Adderall is it makes you just slightly more dry, I guess. That's why my humor is very deadpan
British
as of late.
Thank you.
but the worst thing is, like, you'll get chapped lips a little bit easier, but like I always put on like chapstick because I don't know what it is, but like after I brush my teeth, I feel like the toothpaste dries out my lips, so I always just like forever have just put on chapstick right after I brush my teeth. So I haven't really had a problem with chapped lips. But some people who have nosebleeds will have worse nosebleeds. I've never had a nosebleed in my life, so that's not been an issue. But what is an issue?
Well, those
is
people
dry
are snorting it.
Dry eyes.
Yeah, dry eyes. I've always had kind of dry eyes, especially because like if you play video games, you don't blink as often as you should. If you play video games, you don't blink as often as you should. So when I go to sleep, I don't worry about
when I go to sleep, my eyes are wide open. That's the side effect. Just
he actually goes to sleep in that like
from Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, the Clockwork
thing that
Orange
holds your eyes open.
Yeah.
But he has eyedroppers in that.
Yeah, the reason it made me think
you
of
need
it
to get that
because he said a bone dry mouth, and I wake up and my eyes like won't turn left and right with my eyes closed. Like I have to open my eyes in order to move them, and then close them again to get like a little moisture, and open them again. But I can't move my eyes when my eyes are closed.
I imagine that when you when you first try to move your eyes, it makes like ASMR mouth noises, and it's just like.
But the dry mouth is terrible because it's really bad for your teeth because it because your saliva has inherent good bacteria in it and everything, and so when you have a dry mouth, you're just opening up for bad bacteria. So I'm glad that I have a really busted ass elastic chin strap that I used to wear that keeps my mouth shut, and it was uncomfortable and I hated it. And now I don't have to wear it because of the SSRIs. But the only problem with SSRIs is that I have like hives all over my palm. You can't really see them on this.
Okay.
I got palm hives.
Palm hives.
So I've switched to a different one, and that sucks.
Yeah,
because it's like as soon as I cut my dose, it felt like I was on a roller coaster all day.
Yeah, the transition really fucks up your brain,
and it's funny too because that it's just interesting how your body chemistry works, and it's just like you're switching to a different SSRI. It's the same thing. Your serotonin level should be also controlled the same way, but it uses a different like mechanism. So your brain's just like fuck, dump it all.
Your brain's like, what the fuck? I just got. What the fuck is happening? Jesus Christ!
And then it takes like a day or two to get back. And I feel like that because I felt terrible the last 2 days. I started on Wednesday switching over, and just today, this afternoon, I started feeling way better. So I'm like, oh, thank God, it's back to the smooth sailing I was on with the first drug. Hopefully the hives go away after a little while. If they don't, then I get to try another one. Or they said that I could try some other types of drugs that might not cause this, that might help me with my anxiety, because the world's not getting any less anxious for a while. So I feel like I should probably stay on this for a while.
Hey, TJ, since you already talking about your medical problem, what fun new thing have you tried during quarantine that's actually a fun new thing? Sorry,
I did derail, but I just want to bring this up before TJ goes in. It's really important for everyone to talk about their mental health with their friends and really think about not just what other people are doing, but think about how you're doing. Work on yourself, like this part of the taking SSRIs and stuff was me just saying, because I didn't want to take them for the longest time. Just like, I got to do something. And I did it. And you have to just, don't have that stigma. It's okay. Everybody takes them. Basically.
Yeah, basically at this point, I know so few people who aren't on some type of like anxiety medication. And it may just be because the people I hang out with are sane and they need it to fucking exist in this world. I don't know.
It's almost like the world is now built to where the human brain can't handle it without chemical help.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense if you think about like what our physiology evolved in. And how much that's changed over the past 100,000, 2,000 years. It's fucking crazy. This is not...
Honestly, ADHD, like I have, is kind of like in the wild, like outside of capitalism, human society, extremely useful because you have hyper focus. So if something needs your attention, like, you know, there's an enemy in the camp and you have to like focus on it or whatever, you get your hyper focus, but you use next to no fucking energy outside of that. And you're basically just like completely useless. So you don't need like to have fuel during that time. So it's obvious why it existed. Evolution.
Yeah. You always needed like a couple of ADHD people in the tribe, and like it's funny, like a lot of mental disorders and stuff. You could see like, well, I could see why a tribe would need one of those people. It's just you know, TJ.
Yeah, so that's enough of the serious stuff. Let's talk about fun stuff. I'll have a fun thing to share too, but I want TJ to talk because we talked over him, and I talk over everyone. So
it's true.
I want.
What?
Have you tried
TJ,
anything fun and
have
new?
you tried anything fun and weird and new in the COVID?
I got a fucking job. Fucking sucked.
You must be trying something new. Come on. What's going on? How's your routine changed?
I got the job. I spent about $200 replaying Final Fantasy X again.
Oh, because you had to get a Switch.
Because I had to get it on Switch, yeah.
Yeah. So you just were...
Switch while my stepdad was playing it on PS4.
It's gotta love that FF10. You're just addicted.
Have you checked out the remastered one?
A delay right now because I hear your guys' responses way late.
Oh, listener, turn off your radio.
Hang on one second. I'm gonna jump back in. And jump
Okay,
on
John, what's your fun thing?
Okay, my fun thing is nothing. I'm not doing anything.
No,
okay.
me and
well,
John
I got a
did
rice
both do
cooker.
some.
No, I've been ripping
Mad
MST3K DVDs and getting my like Plex server set up with all these, as well as that. And Matt, if you would like to join the MST3K, we can talk about it after the podcast.
Sure, I don't know how Plex works, but that reminds me of something that I didn't even think to say. Like, I discovered in the past week or so that both MST3K and RiffTrax have Twitch channels where they just are constantly streaming old episodes.
So you can just turn it on and watch something.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
fucking great.
Mm-hmm. So I have both of them on follow, and it's great. The other fun thing I did, and I think a bunch of us did. I don't know if Matt did.
No, I didn't.
We talked about rice cookers last week.
But I did get a rice cooker.
Two of us did this.
And let me tell you, my Midwestern upbringing led me to believe that if you add a can of cream of mushroom soup to anything, it becomes food. But that's just a lot more bland than I remember it being.
Yeah.
Yes.
It tastes like nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta spice that up with something. But let's talk about McDonald's McMiracle rice. So you did it too, Spanky, huh?
I did it too.
There are photos on our Discord if you want to find that. Yellow 420.
Photos on the Discord. John, I forgot about it because I usually drink. I could end the sentence there. I was going to say during podcast.
Yeah.
I usually drink regardless.
I honestly thought the sentence was going to end.
Yeah. But I forgot about it. And then day before the podcast.
Yeah.
John's like, oh, we're doing the Miracle Rice tonight, as I was eating bratwurst and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I could make more bratwurst because I was still hungry, or I could go to McDonald's and do it too, because that way, if it sucks, I could just make more bratwurst, because that was
exactly.
my plan.
You already got something else you can eat, so you just throw it in the garbage. You're out the $6 or $8 or whatever you spend at McDonald's.
Yeah, and it was actually $12.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I haven't been to McDonald's in a while, and my wife bought it.
Yeah, my wife.
Okay, so assuming that not everybody is like a rabid, born in the 80s fan, let's start off by explaining what McDonald's Miracle Rice is.
Well, I brought it to the podcast, so I'll explain what it is. It is, you basically get your rice cooker, and you pour in some rice. We did 3 cups of rice. The 3 little tiny rice cooker things. So I think it makes 3 cooked cups of rice. And I don't know how that fucking. It was the 3, the line of the 3, and I used 3
You
scoops.
put 3 rice in.
So no, not rice in. That would kill you.
3
but
rice. And
3
rice
grains of rice were put in there. I rinsed the rice, put it in there, and instead of water, it informs you to add. Now, this may be where we fucked up, Spanky, because the original article from Rocket News 24/7 in Japan, or whatever it was originally called, that blog doesn't exist anymore, said they use Coke Zero. So maybe Coke Zero would taste awful. Like, no, I'm going to use regular Coke. So you pour regular Coke in as the water for your rice, and it looks awful when you do that because it's just brown rice.
It looks like garbage.
And so then you can see, I took a photo, I think, of just the rice part or water part.
All of the
It's
photos
bad.
that both of you posted were very beige.
Yeah. And so then so when you go to McDonald's,
Welcome to my life, Matt.
you buy
Everything's beige for me.
you buy yourself a
No,
yourself-
Spanky. Beige is like a gray, but browner.
yeah. You buy a Big Mac meal, and we did large fries. There's 2 of us, and a large Coke, and which was great because I had leftover Coca-Cola drink. And McDonald's fountain Coca-Cola is somehow like the best Coca-Cola you can drink. I don't know, they must put extra sugar in it or something. And they actually fucked up our order and only gave us 1 large fry because we also ordered a 10 nugget meal with large fries just so we would have like enough to make for 2 people, And so otherwise you could just get like a 6-piece or a 4-piece. You just want some nugs to throw in there. And so you get the fucking brown ass water with the rice. You pour your fries over it to make like a layer of fries. And then on top of the fries, you put the Big Mac. And then what I did was I put the 10 nuggets, and then I took the barbecue sauce packets and sprinkled it all over it, popped the top on the rice cooker, hit white rice, and let her go. And then after 20
what I did, except
after after 20 minutes, your house begins to smell like steamy McDonald's out of the top of the rice cooker. And you're like, it's working, I guess.
This is the thing I've chosen to do with my life.
Yeah, and boy, does it is interesting. Spanky, I want to hear. I've done this before. This is my second time doing it.
Yeah,
I want to hear your first timers comments.
Okay, so originally we brought this up. You brought this up last week on the podcast because I said I'll eat fucking anything, and I literally will. And when I was doing this, I was like, all right, I can see how this is gonna go because like I love Big Mac, I really do. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Like I recognize they're not food, but I fucking love them.
Well, it's something about like that salt and fat and like
acid and
Thousand
heat.
Island dressing they got on there. It's just like,
Yeah. So I was like, if this just ends up tasting like Thousand Island dressing and cheese and rice, I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, like that's weird, but the whole fucking thing is weird. So whatever.
Yeah.
So when I put it in the rice cooker and turned it on, I was just like, the thing I think the thing I pretty much knew going into it, I'm like, there's no way the rice is going to absorb. Like,
No.
Between it being carbonated.
I don't remember the first time I did this being a problem, but I had the same problem you did. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, it's carbonated, so I feel like when the heat hits it, it's gonna like caramelize really quickly, and then like the parts of water that are in it are gonna immediately evaporate. It's not. That is what happened. The rice did get cooked. It wasn't like eating raw grains of rice.
No.
It was just very. It was very chewy rice.
Yeah. I had very chewy rice as well, and there were pockets that were more cooked than other pockets. So
yeah, it was
I
a
think
little
it
bit
being
like that.
carbonated was not good.
So I'm gonna say the Big Mac was fine, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like steamed. It's very soft.
yeah, the thing about it is I don't think there's a taste difference at all for any of the big
No.
The bread is extremely soft, but the bread didn't fall apart for
No, it didn't
Like,
either. You can
and it's
cut
because
it.
it's because it's fake bread. It
Yeah.
like 1 million pounds of preservatives in it,
Yeah.
so it's meant to withstand nuclear winter.
Yeah, like my first thing was like the bun's gonna be fucking gross, but I forgot to factor in the fact that it is not a real bun.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if you had baked your own buns to do some shit like this, it would be goop. But it's McDonald's preservative bun,
And
so
then
of
you
course
would shove it up your vagina with a jade egg.
Your bussy.
no, with your bussy.
Put this jade egg in your bussy.
A goop bussy, a busty goop. So the Big Mac was fine. There was nothing wrong with the Big Mac. It was exactly like the Big Mac that I liked eating. The fries were the worst part, and it's because my fries were not really fresh. So they were already kind of limp when I got them, and whenever they hit the Coke and the heat, they just became like gooey lumps of. I mean, like they didn't like become gooey, like that they stuck together, but they just had no texture to them.
Well, and I think part of the problem with the rice not getting enough is I think the fries soak up a lot of that liquid.
Yeah.
As well. And the fries are literally there just to sacrifice themselves so that the bottom bun doesn't become complete liquid.
Yeah.
So
the nuggets, like I was expecting the breading on the nuggets to fall right off basically and become smush. But they didn't for me. And I don't know what arcane wizardry, but like in my images, I think you can see the nuggets have all the breading on them just fine.
My nuggets breading just plopped right off.
And I think the reason might have been because I did not put the barbecue sauce on anything.
Yeah, I drizzled it.
So like while it had steam going after it, it didn't have like a big old glob of like
liquid
mostly corn syrup to like block that off. So that was good. Anyway, I purposefully like I was like I could plate this if you want to say that and make it look like nice with air quotes. But like no, I'm just gonna like take a big old spoon and just like dip it out and slap it into my little bowl here. So my image after I cooked it is just that, and then I was like. I since I had already eaten earlier, I was like, well, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to have microwave leftover McDonald's Miracle Rice, and because that's like the final boss of Miracle Rice, I guess. And I saved it in a Tupperware, and then my second picture I sent is just the Tupperware, because like I wanted it to look as disgusting as possible. So I just put the Tupperware right in the microwave and ate it, and let me tell you something, there was no texture or taste difference whatsoever. Except the rice was softer because like there was
it was the most real food.
Well, no, because it was there was condensation in the Tupperware. So whenever I microwaved it, the rice like finally got the like amount of water content they needed to become soft.
Matt, is the stream getting the photos?
Yeah, I can make. Well, it's getting a photo.
Yeah. But make it big. I want to narrate
it's
these
big
photos.
now. It's big now.
All right. So since we got listeners who can't see this, you can go on our Discord and see the photos we're talking about. But this is the first one I talked about where it's just Coke in rice. And it looks gross as shit. My favorite part about this photo is that you can see my feet. I'm like taking the top down fucking photo.
And go to www.johnfeet.com to see more.
Oh, no, I'm not going to buy John Feet. Probably a Garfield website.
So here's the before picture. As you can see, it is sloppy with fries. We didn't have enough fries, of course, because my wife ate.
My wife.
My wife ate some fries on the way home, which is obviously what you need to do. And also, this is ruining like one of the best fries ever. McDonald's fries are always good, especially if they're crispy. Get them fresh. And these were good. These were good fries we got. And so you put the nugs in there, you drizzle it with that barbecue sauce, and then you let it go. And here's the before. Right, ready? Here's the after.
Yeah.
Just everything wilted like a beautiful flower.
But you can see that this Big Mac...
Yeah, the bun is untouched.
This right here is the cheese melting out, and just like going everywhere. But you can see just kind of the tops of these. These would just come right off. But you can see the rice already looks pretty hard in there. Yeah, that's a problem. This is plated. What I had in a bowl. Just you got some mac. You got some partially breaded nug there. Some cheese.
Yeah. What I would do if I was you was put it on like
Here's Spanky. Nice... This is your after, Spanky?
Yeah, it's my after, yeah.
Those nugs really held up.
I told you.
They look so much better than mine. I don't know what happened. I think it is.
You forgot to set your rice cooker to Big Mac.
And here's Spanky's plate, which was way worse than mine.
And you can see the fucking rice is so dehydrated. It's like everything.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just that has to be like a white square plate, and then you do some little drizzle patterns of like Szechuan sauce.
My Tupperware picture just looks like fucking garbage. It looks like it fell out of a hefty bag.
What's funny is that, like, being in Tupperware is just like, yeah, that looks like leftovers. Like, being sat in the fridge overnight and living in Tupperware, it makes it look more like real food.
My God, my camera is not restarting.
Oh no, there it is.
I'm good.
So I don't know something's going on with TJ's connection, so I'm just going to steal his idea. He said this in the chat. The next thing you guys have to do is the chalupa box meal in the rice cooker.
In the rice cooker?
In the rice cooker.
Here's the thing.
I'm doing it. Fuck it.
They have Mexican rice.
I can't think of anything about that meal that would not be good in a rice cooker.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Here's the rule.
Box.
This one I'll do.
Cinnatwist.
Oh, okay. Not putting those in.
Cinnatwist, hard shell taco.
Okay.
Cinnatwist, hard shell taco, chalupa, and is it like
chalupa cravings box? I got it up here on the screen.
Or he says beefy 5-layer burrito. For a base.
Wait, but the chalupa's cravings box. Drink Chalupa Supreme 5-layer burrito crunchy taco.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a 5-layer burrito.
Okay, sure.
I do it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Chalupa challenge. Hashtag Chalupa challenge. It's taking social media by storm. Taco Bell doesn't have Coke. Can you cook rice and Pepsi?
I am going to say this. I am not going to cook it in soda again because A, it ruined it, and B, it was way too sweet. It was bad. I'm not doing that. If I might, what I'll do, we'll do Pepsi.
No.
Baja Blast.
Blast.
It has to be done.
No, here's what you cook it. You do regular water instead of the soda, but then you get a saucepan going on the oven, and you reduce the soda down to a sauce.
Baja Blast reduction. So what I'll do is I think
we have to do Baja Blast.
No, I'm not going to put the whole thing of Baja Blast in there as the water. It didn't work with the rice. And it needs regular water. You need to add a little bit more water.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to make sure to do is I'll put a little bit of the Baja Blast in there. Just, like maybe half of it Baja Blast, half of it water.
To get a nice zest of blast.
Mm-hmm.
A blast zest.
We're doing it. I'm doing it this week.
This one, I'll do this one, yeah.
What the fuck else do I have to do?
Yeah.
I'll fucking put a bunch of garbage in my rice cooker. It'll probably taste good.
Oh, no. My tummy might hurt, and I'll have to stay home all day.
Yeah. Here's what the McDonald's McMiracle Rice tastes like. Exactly what you think it's going to taste like. It does not affect the flavor of the McDonald's at all. It just tastes like a big bowl of McDonald's flavor.
It's like the KFC famous bowl, but with McDonald's.
Yeah, the only problem is the rice was crunchy because you just need to add extra liquid because the bread parts are going to soak it up. And it looks like, actually, if you think about the chalupa, that's probably not going to soak up a ton. It's pretty dry, but it is fried, so it's like probably going to be standard. The burrito has only got a tortilla in it, which probably won't soak up a ton of water. And the crunchy taco is dry, but that's not going to soak up a ton of water. So I think you can probably go a little extra
Can
water.
you, open up the chalupa to make it like a crust on top, like a pot pie situation?
Spanky, you and I are doing this. Maybe Matt will do it too.
Yeah, I'll do this one.
Get your phones. We'll each document our experiment. We'll take a photo before, with how we lay it out. You do whatever you want, if you want to have the burrito. I might chop the burrito up into 4 pieces to, mix it around on top, But
I'm gonna do the
maybe I'll need to get tortilla chips. Can I sub cinnamon twists for the nacho chips and make that the base layer?
Here's the thing. I am going to do the hard mode challenge. No external configuration options, no substitution options. I'm going, you put your rice into the rice
Don't put
cooker.
rice in there.
No, rice in, yeah. No, you put the rice into the rice cooker, and that's the only thing you can do that doesn't come from Taco Bell. So you have to use Baja Blast.
You want to do hard mode? You do hard mode. I'm going to tweak a little bit.
You cannot cut your burrito because that would require something not from Taco Bell.
You can get a plastic knife at Taco Bell, I'm sure.
You can just pour. You can just rip it open with your bare hands.
I think honestly, I like what you're doing. I respect the game.
I think you should go to the Taco Bell drive-thru and ask them if you could buy some uncooked rice.
They do sell rice. So. I mean, this sounds like it would be good. Fundamentally, probably better.
Okay, but can I go to Woodman's and go to their Taco Bell aisle, which they definitely have, and buy some Taco Bell sauces to add?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's Taco Bell branded.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get
like
sauce
fire
packets.
sauce in a bottle or something.
I'm getting fire sauce to put on it for sure. Like, this sounds so good. I'm
dude.
hungry.
And once again, the genius mind that brought you this idea was TJ. I take
any
no
listeners that
credit
want to do this too, fucking do it. Go on our Discord, and you know what? We need to create a Hack the Menu Discord channel that will put all this in. We'll have it.
We need a fucking Hack the Menu Instagram.
God,
do you think we'll get people going at Taco Bell and be like, yeah, can I get the Born in the 80s podcast, Hack the Menu?
Yeah.
The Bitecast Chalupa.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Man, okay, after we do... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do that. Next week, after that, we'll come up with another fucking Hack the Menu challenge that we'll all try. Because why not?
All right.
There's nothing else we can do here. TJ, you
TJ's
here?
back. We've been very excited about your idea.
I was still... I was listening to the whole thing. You're fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. I'm excited. What do you think about hard mode versus... See, now, have you ever been on YouTube and you see, like, the... I forget what fucking channel does it, but they have, like, the home chef, the amateur
the 4
chef.
levels of whatever.
Yeah. So Spanky's doing the fucking hardcore challenge. I'm doing, like, the slight tweak, and I don't know what Matt's going to do. Matt's talking about fucking...
I don't know.
Butterflying tortillas.
I want to make it into, like, a shepherd's pie kind of layered thing, you know?
You know how sometimes you'll see a YouTube channel that's like, or a YouTube video that's like, make this for only $5. Like, oh, make this cool thing for only $5. And it's like, all right, you only have to spend $5 from AliExpress on this thing. And it requires you to have like a drill press and like all the like several $1,000s worth of equipment, a 3D printer, a fucking, software, like all this stuff. It's like, so it only costs $5, assuming you have all this other bullshit. I'm doing the hard modes, like, this will cost you the price of a rice cooker, the price of 2 scoops of rice, and the price of a chalupa meal, and that's it.
Yeah, like the Anthony Bourdain, all you need is 1 pan and 1 chef's knife.
If you're doing the Baja Blast, you gotta have it with standard ice and dump that in. That's
the ice is your water!
The ice is
my
your
God!
water!
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to point this out, guys. I love the website here. Giant letters, sodium warning. What does that mean?
It's got lots of sodium in it.
I know, but how much? How much of my daily amount? They don't tell you. They just warn you. Dude,
it's like
you're getting some fucking sodium. Dude, you got a Dell. Dude, you got a sodium.
Dude, you got some sodium.
Dude, you got some sodium.
Crunch up the Cinny Twists. Mix them in.
Not happening. Absolutely not. It's a dessert.
Fine. Sprinkle it on top.
That
I can do that, yes.
Yeah.
As a garnish.
Yep.
Because I know what those are made out of, and they will literally turn into mush.
They'll dissolve into sugar, basically.
Yeah, it would taste like trash.
They're not even a good churro.
No. So those will be crunkled up over the top. We have a lot of viewers.
We're gonna come back next week, and we're gonna check in with John, and he'll have gone to Taco John's.
I'll be dead from this. This is like, or we'll discover the coronavirus cure. and that is eat a fuckload of terrible Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Dude,
Turns out all you need to
have you
do
seen
is stuff your system full of preservatives.
Yeah. If you've seen like the Taco Bell like ads, God, that's the worst part of the coronavirus. Are all the ads.
Oh, I have a
like,
fun drinking game for that.
We're
in this
here
together
for
to get
you. We're in this together.
If you ever hear in these uncertain times in an advertisement, you take a drink
That's a good one.
and you'll get
You do
fucked
that.
up.
All right. Speaking of taking a drink, I need to take a drink.
Uncertain times. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, no, here's the thing.
I'll be
Here's
right
Did
the
you guys
thing.
take an eye shots of Mountain Dew?
Yeah. Here's the thing about uncertain
Zero.
time. If you phrase it as uncertain times, you can either like be it can be interpreted by like people who are scared of the virus as like, oh yeah, because the virus. Yeah. But it can be interpreted by the protesters as it's uncertain because of these damn liberals.
Oh yeah.
Our rights.
I didn't think about that, but that makes perfect sense. So that's like some marketing team somewhere was like, "Oh, this is the perfect message. It gets both sides. It'll be fine."
Yeah,
We always live in uncertain times because we can't see the future.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck the coronavirus. I don't know what time I'm waking up in the morning.
Imagine like I don't know, in some timeline in 20 years, it's like, oh yeah, everything's great. Like, fucking world's in a great state. We're not gonna have global warming kill us all. Like, obviously, this is not the timeline we live in, but imagine that timeline. And then it's like, we could still run in uncertain times.
Yes.
Like, we still, it's not certain.
My favorite thing is that like a lot of these ads will either be animation or they'll be empty stock footage. Because it's like, okay, well, we can't like shoot a thing, so we either need to get something that somebody can make from their home, or just get a bunch of fucking stock footage and go on Fiverr and get a voiceover for it. In these uncertain times, it's really commercial companies that are suffering the most. And we should think about that.
I bet that animators are getting a lot more work now.
Yeah, probably. I bet, especially like the one person team kind of things that you find on like YouTube and stuff. Like, I bet a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, I don't have a fucking studio, but I can self-isolate and make a professional quality commercial.
When I worked at a marketing company, we had one employee named Thomas who he was just an animator. Like, we had a few people who could do animations, but that was just his job. Like, he just did animations for like, mobile ads or YouTube ads or whatever, just for all of the people we worked for. And I'm like, I bet he's probably getting work just because like everyone wants some type of ad to do.
Yeah.
And like the only thing that they can really do, like they can't be like, oh, shoot some of our product or here's photos of our in-store or whatever. It's like, no, we just need a video so that we can run YouTube ads because it requires you to not to have audio, you have to have video. So just like, we need you to make something we can run YouTube ads.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, this is like twice my rate. And they're like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I also bet that like voiceover artists are doing pretty well right now. Anyone that's got like their own recording setup at home.
If you're a small like camera team or whatever, you're probably fine.
Yeah. Like, well, I guess we don't exist anymore.
I was actually tempted to cook on stream today, but I'll put cook in big quotes.
Okay.
Only because I, right at the beginning of this whole thing, before I got my new shitty job,
Yep.
I bought a bunch of stuff, because my mom likes Rice Krispie treats. And instead of doing the packaged stuff, just, make Rice Krispie treats from the house.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this on the podcast in the past, how I modified the recipe of doing half batches, but then, did a full stick of butter instead of the 1.5 tablespoons you would use in a half batch.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't eat any of the first batch I made. And it doesn't sound like she wants to do anything other than the wrapped, pre-made with preservatives one.
Sure.
So I'm like, fuck it. I bought some generic Cocoa Krispies. I'm just gonna make Rice Krispie treats with whatever fucking
Hell
syrup I want.
That's good. I like the Fruity Pebbles ones. I like
Ooh, yeah.
I've had
I really hate the Rice Krispie, like the pre-made Rice Krispies, a lot. Like they just have they taste like chalk once you
they
like,
have a
when you've had
weird flavor.
Once
but
you've had
I
a
like
real Rice
them.
Krispie, they have like the marshmallow is like chalky almost when you. It's like
It's probably it's probably one of the big preservatives in there. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What is it?
xanthan gum or some
Glutamate
shit.
whatever. Xanthan gum, maybe.
Xanthan gum. I like it. Okay. You know what's really interesting about xanthan gum is that it sounds really fake, but it's not.
No,
Like,
it's not, yeah.
natural.
It's like cornstarch basically. It's just a thickening agent.
Yeah, well, no, and it's because it was named after xanthan, which is so it has an X in it, but it's actually like a plant.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not really, what I mean, it's just a thickening agent. But anyway, yes.
So
What do they call it? What's the cool name for that? It sounds like something like from Gears of War.
Are you talking about
Isn't it-
guar gum?
No, an emulsifying agent.
Yeah. I was supposed to say it's an emulsifier. It mixes waters and fats.
Gears of War had a thing called emulsion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
xanthan
had
gum
a stream delay while I was peeing, so I might be a little bit behind. But TJ, let me make a suggestion. The next time you make cereal bars, Churro Crunch. It's by the people that make Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
You got to
Dude,
crush them up a little bit because they're big pieces.
I would just do honeycomb.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't had honeycombs in 20 years.
I don't know what fucking marketing person made their career on making sure we all say it as like Rice Krispie treats. But you can do any cereal. That's the thing.
Yeah. Dude, honeycomb treats sounds awesome. You should do it. Maybe if you do that, post some photos.
Well, there's honeycomb at my work, so I could just pick some up.
There you go.
Maybe then do corn pops after that.
Ooh, I don't know about corn pops.
Honey smacks.
That would be good. Honestly, any cereal is probably good.
Wait, what's the sugar one? Sugar Pops?
Frosted
Sugar
Mini
Smacks?
Wheats.
Sugar Smacks?
Is it Smacks? I've only
That's
ever
the one
had
with the frog.
Yeah, it's the frog. I've only ever had the grocery store.
What was the name of that frog? Sugar Smack Frog?
The Smack Addict Sugar Frog. Or you could get one of those, those I don't know.
Wait, it's called Honey Smacks.
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be called Sugar Smack.
Yeah, that sounds like a
They
marketing
It's Honey
changed
thing.
Smacks
the
now.
Honey Smacks because they're like honey is not as
Nobody knows that honey is made almost entirely of sugar.
But there's also Golden something is a different company.
Golden Crisp.
Same thing. Golden Crisp, yeah.
Golden
Grams?
Crisp.
Grams are amazing.
No, what's the other? Yeah, what's the other?
No, Golden Crisp, yeah.
No, it's not Golden Crisp. Come on.
Yeah, because Honey Smacks and Golden Crisp are basically
Golden Corral.
puffed wheat berries.
I'm looking this up. There's Sugar Puffs,
Sugar Puffs is what I was thinking.
which
Golden-
was a
Did
British.
you say Golden
original.
Crisp?
Golden Crisp, yeah.
Yeah, that's the bear.
Yeah.
It is okay.
It looks
is.
like
Honey Smacks and
it's
Golden Crisp
Post,
are-
which is like
All right, guys.
the dumb little
Marketing-
brother of the cereal.
We got to
world.
mark
just
them.
puffed wheat berries, right?
We need to go over the marketing history and evolution of the Honey Smacks. All right, so we started off as Sugar Smacks. In 1953 to 1956, it was various clowns served as the advertising mascot, including
Man.
Cliffy the Clown, which has his own Wikipedia page.
And the days before John Wayne Gacy and it, clowns were a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Cliffy the Clown was an actual physical clown who performed as a clown who endorsed the cereal. All right, next up, Smaxy the Seal in 1957.
The seal with two black eyes.
a sailor suit wearing seal named Smaxy. I wish I could get an image of this. Smaxy the seal. I want to see what it looks
I
like.
broke TJ.
Why would you do that to me, Matt? A seal with two black eyes.
What? It was like the 50s. It was a different time.
Sugar Smacks.
We go
Seal.
clubbing like a baby seal.
Oh my god, this clown is a nightmare. I gotta put screen share.
Share
on.
it. I need to see this.
He's like a cone head.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Wait, I remember that.
You got a fucking toy gun. There, but anyway, here's this. Here's Smaxley, the seal. A Smaxley ring. You'd get okay.
You could just see like the alcohol fumes like drifting off of all of these marketing decisions.
Okay, you can tell the drugs started happening in the mid '60s because we move on to the Smackin' Bandit. This mascot became the Smackin' Bandit, a half mule, half kangaroo who kissed everyone in sight. What?
You know, I was really glad when after 40 years they finally caught the Smackin' Bandit using familial DNA.
Is that him? That's not. That's Wally. Where's the Smackin' Bandit? This doesn't exist.
Come on, guys. It was the 60s. There definitely wasn't that many interracial mule kangaroo couples. Tracing the DNA was pretty easy.
Yeah, we're still barely breaking the interspecies barrier.
Give me the Smackin' Bandit here. Come on. God damn it. Nobody can find this. There's a fucking guide to failed recipe things. Characters of advertising about WordPress.com. Come on. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they don't even, like, fucking...
Is he a sheriff? Because it says
no,
bandit.
Let's
bandit,
move on. Stop. That's the next one.
That's Sheriff McHorse, the next one.
Yeah.
The obvious... the obvious... whatever the fuck I'm trying to say.
Sorry. We skipped one. I skipped Quick Draw McGraw, who is the Hanna-Barbera...
Yeah.
Okay.
El Kabong!
Yeah, exactly. And so he was a Sugar Smacks guy for a while. You know, get him. So whatever. What the 70s went crazy. Oh no, that's HR Puffin stuff. Banana Splits, got it. All right, I was like, that's like some. I was gonna say that's some HR Puffin stuff nonsense.
Joe McGraw's thing is that he was a white person who dressed up as a Latino person and then hit people with a guitar.
Okay, the Smackin' Bandit was for 1 year, it looks like, and he got Me Too'd, even in the 60s. He was kissing too many people. Okay, so
Canceled.
The Smackin' Bandit, which there apparently has been erased from the internet because you cannot find a picture of the Smackin' Bandit.
I mean, come on, how do you find only 1965 boxes of a series?
1960, yeah.
I got some.
And like you can't really go on YouTube and search for commercials because in a pre-VCR world, like that shit just doesn't exist anymore.
I need to find an image of the Smackin' Bandit.
Can you talk about the brief period where Spock was the spokesperson for Smack cereal? Apparently.
What are you talking about? Star Trek. Okay, no, let's get on to it. But we gotta get through the rest of this. All right. So we move on from the Smackin' Bandit to the Smackin' Brothers. And let's
it's the same as the Smacking Bandit. They just only kissed each other.
Yeah. And though they did kill innocent people robbing those banks, they were seen as kind of like a liberator, kind of like a hero of the people thing.
So yeah, they're just two bros sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Having sugar smacks.
Just a couple of shirtless dudes enjoying some sugar snacks.
Did you know that it's vitamin-powered sugar smacks now with more vitamins, they say?
Well, that's when they're...
Okay.
Yeah,
and then they mention here that there were also promotional designs featuring characters from Star Trek in 1966 because the cartoon or the TV show was on and kids like that apparently. And now they're talking about vitamin-powered. All right, the one that we all know about is Diggum the Frog.
Dude, seeing that name, like, I don't know where it was in my brain, but somewhere in there was the fact that I knew the frog's name was Diggum. I just had forgotten it. And
what the fuck?
It's on his fucking shirt.
What is this?
That's Diggum Frog.
No. This is the Indian chief. For a brief time in the early 70s, they're like, let's co-opt the Native Americans. And
well, I think that was around the time of the they got the Italian guy to do the recycle video. They got some Italian dude to dress up as an Indian single tier.
Yeah.
So the Indian chief was realistic and appeared in commercials, and the announcer talked about how the cereal gave him stamina and energy to perform his duties.
Yeah, that traditional Native American food, sugary cereal. Actually,
Okay,
I remember hearing as a kid that if you got a box where he was shooting at a star and you collected like 20 of those, you could turn it in for a free box of cereal.
Okay. Hey guys, you want the Funko Pop of Diggum Frog?
I'm trying to like work my way through the fact that there's a Funko Pop of Diggum Frog, and there's also a Funko Pop cereal. And
So here's the 70s. So we've moved on. Let's move on here. Early 1970s, Diggum Frog. He was, popular. Kids loved him. He's a frog. He has Diggum because he likes to dig that cereal. He dig it.
He digs it.
Can you dig it?
Dynamite.
Yeah, he's
70s.
hip to the children. And then there's Love Smacks, a character who was a heart-shaped dog who gave hugs to children. Did Joe Biden eat a lot of this cereal?
It's a problematic name.
What is it? What was the name? Love Dog? What?
Love
Love
Smacks?
Love Smacks.
If you Google image search Love Smacks, I don't know what you're going to get.
Okay, well, thankfully I must have safe search on because I just freewheeled that one directly into Google.
Be the type of no. I was reading
You
it.
just went in raw with the Love.
I don't see that. I see some later mascots. Let's see if this article I have has him. No, it skips over that. So that was another short-lived. They're like, you know what? Fucking Diggum Frog's not hip. In the 80s, we got to get Love Smacks. But then they replaced him by an animal more associated with honey, Wally the Bear, in 1986 and 1984.
Because as
in
we
France.
all know, bears make honey.
Yes.
Wait, these ads featured Wally, not to be confused with Wally Bear from Wally Bear and the No Gang, which apparently was a cartoon at the time, pestering a kid eating a bowl of Honey Smacks and doing anything to get some.
Can I just say that Wally Bear and the No Gang is the most 70s ass name for a cartoon I've ever heard?
Yeah. These were animated by Kurtz and Friends. These commercials performed poorly since they seemed too much like the Trix commercials. And they brought back Diggum Frog the final year. So Wally the Bear was like, you know what? We need Diggum the Frog. Let's do that. And I think Diggum Frog is the final one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I never thought I would read the sentence saying that a honey-based sugar cereals mascot would be half mule, half kangaroo who kissed everyone in sight. That has to be fake because we can't find it.
I don't
This
understand.
article doesn't have it. So I have a feeling somebody. How do you
Hold on,
find the
let me just-
Wikipedia edits?
Can
Edits,
a
yeah.
You go to the
mule
talk page. I want to go to this talk page. I'm very curious.
There is no way
breed
that this is real.
with a kangaroo.
So,
So-
Honey Smack talk page has a headline called "Urine Smell." After eating this cereal, your urine smell like cereal, much like asparagus. I think it's worth mentioning somewhere in this article. Maybe not what anyone will expect to see, but it is an interesting fact. P.S. Don't believe me? Eat a bowl right before you go to bed. When you wake up and go to the bathroom, take a whiff. It's not pretty, but it does smell like the cereal from January 2007.
So
I will say when I googled can a mule can a mule mate with a K, the autocomplete was kangaroo. So this is not an uncommon question. I have
This
not
has to
found
exist.
any evidence of this happening though.
Sugar Smacks, Smackin' Bandit. This has to be real.
Thank you. Specifically searched the web for this reason. My urine smells like honey. Eat them. The article validates and confirms my experience with others.
No, I have bad news. You just have diabetes from eating too much fucking Honey Smacks.
Oh my god.
I refuse to believe that this exists because it looks like every article I'm reading is just fucking the garbage that the internet exists now, where it's just pulling information off of Wikipedia pages and putting it on an article. So no, unless
Dude, I'm
if
gonna
you
post this in the
can
Discord.
find me a picture of the smacking bandit, I will send you $5 in the mail.
Okay, but here's the thing. I did find a list of animal hybrids, and I found the beefalo, and it's fucking terrifying. I'm going to post this in the Discord. It's a cow bred with a buffalo, and it's fucking jacked, and it wants to take my lunch money.
Wait, whoa. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm on lavasurfer.com, cereal Kellogg's, history of Kellogg's cereal mascots. Additional information in here. Maybe this is where Wikipedia got it from. The Smackin' Bandit, not shown, because they don't have an image. Half kangaroo, half mule with big wet lips, is what it says. Spent his time trying to kiss everybody. I mean, I get it, because, smack is like a wet kiss.
And I get like donkeys have those big fucking lips and stuff. But I don't know if kangaroos are known for
he's
sloppy
jumping
horse
around.
faces.
Also, there's no love smacks.
I mean, I know a website, but it's different.
It's called kink.com.
And that brings us to our sponsor, kink.com. Go to kink.com and search for kink.com/Spanky for your discount code.
Yeah.
The Smackin' Bandit.
Well, look, guys, I'm going to go to kink.com/spank. 404, file not found.
Okay,
Take
try
orange
just
straight.
go to that. I actually heard from the marketing department there that might happen because they haven't finished setting up the website or whatever. So you just go to kink.com and you go into their search field and you just search for spanking, and that's basically the same thing.
All right. So it has this kink.com/Spanky. The 404 page shows you pick your porn, straight, gay, show me both. I feel like I don't have an option for asexual.
See, here's the thing.
Bit,
My fetish is actually 404 pages. So,
well, they really do have everything. You heard it here first, guys. Kink.com.
What years was the Smackin' Bandit?
1965. 65.
Okay, so it's not going to be in these
but it came back in the 90s, right?
76 commercials I'm watching right now.
No.
Because I remember the
Smackin'
frog
Bandit
from
never
the
came
90s.
back. No,
No, not the Smackin'
No,
Bandit.
Diggum is the current
frog,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, he came back and stayed. But yeah, two-hit
All right.
multi-target attacks.
Your voices are coming through Twitch now, so sound check when ready.
Fuck, I should
I'm in
take-
the middle of doing some world
Okay.
quests here.
Then I'll leave the music going, and we'll
In
just
the
chill.
guitar.
I need to take some ibuprofen's in the car, so I guess I'm taking I can either take one ibuprofen or I can just take acetaminophen.
Have
I
you
like
tried gin?
Ibuprofen.
You could take gin.
No, because I can't have
Acetaminophen.
alcohol.
Oh yeah, that I forgot that fucks with like antibiotics.
Well, it'll also fuck with my liver
Yeah.
with how much stuff I'm
Wait,
taking.
what is?
Let me just grab this clip that I forgot to grab before.
What clip?
I will eat your ass.
Hashtag Alex Jones eats ass.
Oh, my Toy Story fell off the wall. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just hold this guy the whole time.
TJ, are you in a hotel room?
No,
Oh, he's in his parents' house.
my mom's house. Mom and stepdad.
Yeah.
Mom and
John,
her two-hit
stepdads
multi-
aren't parents. You should know this.
Got my knee braces for work.
Fuck this goddamn world quest.
I'll wear them on my
Ewan's
elbows.
favorite way
You could
to
just
bitch
stop
about,
that before the word quest.
Ewan's favorite way to bitch about Roger Craig Smith, who is the person who currently voices Sonic the Hedgehog in the video game,
Oh my god.
is to say he sounds like a bad. He sounds like a stepdad trying to sound cool, And I'm like, Ewan, that seems like really unfair to step in.
That's every Sonic.
No, sometimes Sonic sounds like Julia White.
Yeah, sometimes Sonic sounds like Urkel.
Sometimes Sonic and his brother and his sister sound like Urkel.
Hell yeah, Sonic Mania.
Sometimes someone wants to touch you. And
You gotta get
Sonic
that paper, you know? If you when you run out of Urkel money, you gotta have a ton of Sonic money.
Here's my conspiracy theory. So Sonic Mania got really big, but if you...
Here's Spanky's conspiracy theory. 5G causes corona.
So Sonic Mania got really big, but if you take the first two letters and swap them around, you get Manic Sonia. And those are Sonic's brother and sister from Sonic Underground. So it's all a big conspiracy. I don't know what they're conspiring to do yet, but there's gotta be something.
His siblings are called Manic and Sonia.
Yeah.
All right.
And they play in a band, and they're part of a resistance of freedom fighters. But remember,
they're called the Sonic Underground.
Why wasn't that the movie? That sounds great.
Let me tell you something. That is an amazing cartoon because they do a music video about every episode, and there's like something like 50 episodes or 40 episodes, something like that. And there are not 40. There are not. I don't even actually really know how many there are. However many there are not that many good songs to be made in a extremely low budget Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off series cartoon. And they're all like
bangers.
Some intern and this was made in the late 90s, so it's like some intern downloaded like Adobe Premiere 1 or something. It's like, whoa, transitions, drag them onto. Fucking amazing. There's one, there is my favorite song in that show is called Part of the Problem. And it's about how centrists are bad because if you're not part of the problem, or
part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
What is it? It's
I will eat your ass.
It's you're part of the problem if you're not helping solve them. And I'm like, I fucking love that message.
I'll eat your ass.
I want to take a pointy thing.
I should make a bunch of these.
And pop the swell spot from the inside of my mouth.
I love popping swell spots.
Because it's really hard.
TJ is going to launch his new poppin' channel.
Mouth popping with TJ.
There's this website that probably still exists and like is hosting like malware or whatever.
Yeah,
it's called pogo.com.
I love Pogo.
And it was called pogo.com and it was in the early 2000s.
Matt, put our voices on Twitch.
We are. Let me just kill the music.
Let me just kill the music. The music make us soul.
There was a game on pogo.com.
A gang?
A game because it was all Flash games.
Gang.
And it was called Pop It. And it was basically like, not Bejeweled, but like, it looked like Bejeweled, but you popped everything that was touching each other of the same color. My mom liked that game.
Swirl is similar to that. A few other games like that. Fuck. I know what you're talking about.
I'll eat your ass. I will eat your ass.
Oh my god.
Candy Crush, maybe?
No, Candy Crush is match 3.
Okay, stop. Let me hammer time.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
I gotta watch Matt's 50 ads that he puts on his channel.
I didn't do any ads. Let me do some ads real quick.
Please don't. I have 15 seconds before I can even listen to fucking...
Oh.
See, this is why I run ads. I didn't run ads, and now you have a pre-roll. So you're welcome.
Welcome.
You're welcome for the advertisements.
All right, we're on... Let me just turn off Discord so I can only hear the audio from the Twitch. All right, where's Discord? Can you guys talk in Discord so I can tell which one?
Hi, Discord.
Hi, it's Discord. Discord here.
Alright, this is John talking at his volume. Oh wait, let me start again. All right. Now John's got his microphone at the place it's going to be when he actually talks, and here it is.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. What I really, really want is to have a sound check.
It's your boy, mouth fuck up fucker shit.
And this is that boy doing that
All right,
bussy.
good.
We don't need Spanky's level.
Bussin'.
It's true.
Good.
Thank you. That's good. Spanky's got a level.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Spanky's, talk about Bussy again, real quick.
Bussy. Fucking bussy, man.
I'll admit it.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess there's only 2 I will eat your asses in this clip.
Wow.
But I have 2.
2 ass eatings per clip.
It's this one
I'll eat your ass.
and this
I
one.
will eat your ass.
He sounds like a demon in that
Yeah,
one.
they added some modulation in the YouTube clip, but I like it.
My ass will eat you.
It goes well with...
Do we have a podcast stuff set up?
I haven't done it yet. I'm going in now.
I need to get in the doc.
We have a doc?
Yeah, Doc Holiday.
Cock Holiday, that's my porn name.
That's a good one.
You
right.
want to know what my
I know what it is.
Hey Matt,
What?
you want to know what my porn name is?
Yes.
Pickle Rick.
Claude Debussy.
The Bussy.
Alright.
Did we record 390 last week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, we're in 390.
No, 390 was Guy Fieri.
What?
2020, wasn't it?
Oh, no,
I don't
that
know.
was-
I checked the videos, and the last one said 390, so I made this one 391.
Hold on, I just went to thesexnumber.com.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, that
website
was-
is 8 million behind.
Okay, yeah, it 380 was what it was. I knew it was a round number.
What have I been playing? I played also Aminal. Oh no, I already had that. What is the other game I bought? Oh, I bought Rocket League on Switch.
Cool.
I bought it on I don't remember what I bought it on, but I
have
bought
it on
it.
PS4.
I bought it for PC so that I could play it on Linux because I had Linux computer, and then they're like dropped support for Linux, and I was like, fuck this.
That's because Linux is for nerds.
Yeah,
it is
Linux
pretty
is for a loser. Linus. What a loser.
The way that the guy who made the kernel pronounces it is Linux, but he's also
The kernel like
bad.
KFC.
No.
Hello?
The kernel like popcorn. You guys remember whenever they had like other people being the kernel,
Yeah.
and they had like Melissa McCarthy
It
or
was
whatever
like
being the
every
kernel,
week it was a different person.
and Kate McKinnon was the kernel.
Coronavirus.
Colonel Ronavirus. Coincidence?
I don't think so. What did Alex Jones say to the chicken's thigh?
I will eat your ass.
I will
Matt.
eat your ass.
Play the fucking clip, Matt. Come on.
I'll eat your ass.
I like this one
I'll eat
better.
your ass. I'll eat your ass. I'll eat your ass.
I'll eat
It's
your
just very
ass.
nonchalant. It's like, oh yeah,
Like,
sure,
I'll
why
eat your
not?
ass. Oh yeah. Let's get on to.
Let's
get
just do
started.
this right here. Do the magic sauce that makes that happen, and then hit the button. That was maybe
Can
a little
I-
bit too low. Let's do a little bit higher.
I'll eat your ass. I'll eat your ass.
Thank you.
That needs to be like I need to make a '90s style techno song and just have that be in the drop.
I'll eat your ass.
It's almost fucking 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
I took my first
I'll eat your
antibiotic
ass.
dose on Tuesday. I shouldn't have this swelling in my face. Fuck.
Sorry, TJ.
Have you
Sorry,
tried?
TJ.
Okay, so I saw this documentary called Castaway, and do you
got
have
the
any
corona.
ice skates?
No, I got knife skates.
That might work. Do you have any rocks?
I have cocks. Well,
That
singular.
also works.
Well, half
Just knock
of
your
them.
tooth out with a knife and a cock. It'll be fine.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't expecting to get into bite answers so early, even before the episode started, but sure.
Nice.
Boop, boop. Yeah, get some bite answers, TJ.
Get some bus.
Fuck.
Get us
I
a
don't
bite
know if
answer.
I've gone to answers.yahoo.com.
Yeah, we could have 1,000 points. We could be currently worshipped as answer gods.
What if we are? What if it's like searching for Sugar Man? Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
pretty sure that doing Yahoo Answers on a podcast is like illegal.
Nah, I invented it. Do you guys want to do like pretend video game ideas? And like,
No, please God.
Oh, let's do that. It's like it's never been done before.
no, it's like this show, Cool Games Inc. Vancouver, that I heard.
I don't even know if that. Well, I think that does exist. I think Ewan made a YouTube channel of that, so you can still get old videos.
Can you make a URL that says official Cool Games Inc. podcast and goes to that YouTube channel?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I can, but who is going to search official Cool Games Inc. podcast.com?
Then just make it whathappenedtonickRobinson.com.
Let me tell you something about Nick Robbins. Nope.
Remember when he got like Me Too'd
I do.
Yeah.
for like I don't feel like he didn't do anything as bad as some other people.
Well, he's no like on a scale
But it
of
was also
1
the
to Bill
same
Cosby, you know. But also like at the height of it, it was just like we're fucking pissed off at everybody. Everybody gets the same punishment.
It was literally the same month that Harvey Weinstein got, like, publicly Me Too'd.
Yeah. I mean, I do think like it's probably correct that he got fired.
All right, here's our.
oh yeah, he definitely need to be fired. He was.
But
obviously
like as far as I
using
know,
his
he's not
position.
like blacklisted or anything.
No, I mean he just does his own YouTube channel. He's a funny guy. Like he just shouldn't have used his position to.
How come
try
no
and score
homeless are
chicks.
dying off coronavirus hoax?
Oh, here's
All
the
right,
answer.
stop.
They are
Let's
a
get
lot.
started. Let's get started. All right, ready? Ow!
You got a cut on your hand.
I cut my
I got
finger
lots of
trying
cuts
to
on my
repair
hand.
my lawnmower. By repair, I mean replace the lawnmower blades with
This one
sharp.
over here.
All right. Are we ready?
That one.
Sure, why not?
Ready? I don't have a drink, but whatever. I'll leave in the middle of the podcast to get a drink.